Hi guys, in this video I'm going to look at Golang SQL injection attacks, particularly using a web server and MariaDB database in the backend. So let me briefly explain the files that I have in place. So this is my main go.file, which I'm going to use as a web server, and let me briefly explain the functions I have here. So here's my main function. In OpenDB function, I'm just setting up my database, right? And then going back, I have two handlers, one for the GET request and a POST request, and that's it. I'm starting my server. So here I have a home and a home GET request and a home POST request. The other important thing is I have this database table, a simple database table, just two fields, ID and message. So what I'm going to do is insert messages via the web server and show how they affect the database and how an SQL injection can be included with this code here. And here I have my insert message function where I'm just basically inserting a message. And here you can see I'm using variable interpolation. I'm not using, which is prone to, this variable interpolation is really bad. It's prone to SQL injections. What I should be doing is basically using placeholder statements. But first let's do it the bad way. And one more thing I have a get messages function, which just basically gets all the current messages in the table. And that's it. Very simple. So to get started, let's start our server. Just wait for the server to kick in. Listening on port 3000. So here is our page. So let's try. Hi, enter. So what this did was it inserted into the database in the message table, the message column. Hi. Alright, let's try another one. Hello. And again, we just inserted into the database. Hello. Now, try one more. Hello. Again, all good. Now, watch what happens. Try an SQL injection. So what we're going to do is we're going to close the current insert with this, inserting nothing. And then we're going to run this SQL statement, truncate message, and then use double dash as a comment to comment out the rest of the code, which is going to include this bit. So we want to comment that bit, actually this bit. So we want to comment that bit, and we want to insert our own SQL right here, and then execute truncate message. Alright, so let's try that. So we copy that, and we paste it here, and as we run it, we're going to see what was posted and what the actual SQL statement was. And if it actually works, truncate messages, what's going to happen is all these records is just going to be truncated. So let's enter. Okay. We have an error, and what happened was, okay, that's fine. The SQL statement did get executed because we didn't have a space after the comment. The double dash is an SQL comment. There was an SQL error, but it's fine. It did get executed. The truncate message did get executed. So if you run it again, you'll see all the messages are gone. So we can try it again. Hi. Howdy. What's up? And again, well, this time we used an apostrophe. We didn't escape it, so that's why that was the error. But that's fine. We can do just simply what's up. Okay, so far all good. Now if we run this again, but this time with a space, you'll notice there was no error. The insert message worked fine. The comment, see after this, the comment worked fine, and all the messages got erased. Now, this is SQL injection, and this is also happening in MariaDB or MySQL because we have this multi-statement true on. So if you're doing, if you're testing out SQL injection with Golang and MariaDB, by default this is false. So your SQL injection statements won't work because if those SQL injection statements have multi-statements, like we have here, we have an insert and then we have a truncate. So there are two statements. So without this being set to true, the multi-statements being set to true, it's not going to work. So we just tested it and all is good. So now, for example, we can try this, and without this, by default, the multi-statement SQL injection is not going to work. So we run it again. Again, just do some basic ones. And now, if we try to run it, run this truncate messages with a space, of course, and it's not going to work because we do have an SQL error. We have our space, everything is good, but this truncate did not get executed because multi-statement is off. So if we do a refresh, you see they didn't get truncated. Alright, all's good. Now, how do we actually prevent SQL injection? It's very simple, and it's a very old topic. It's well known. We simply use placeholders to the exec. So what's going to happen is we can remove this. Here we have a simple query, and we have a statement placeholder, and then what we do is we simply pass in the message string for the placeholder to be replaced with the actual message. And that's it, and we run it, web server, and we do a refresh. Everything is here. We can do another add on the record. All's good. Now if we try to use this with a space, of course, it's not going to work. It simply got inserted as a record. Okay, now you say, okay, now how about actually using the multi-statement to true? By setting this parameter to true, what happens? So we can try run the server again. Actually, what we can do is we can make sure the injection is working, and then we can let's get the injection working again. Let's get the injection working again, and then we can use the placeholder and make sure it's working fine. Okay. Let's do another one. Make sure it's all good. Okay. Settings. Let's check the quickly. Let's look at the documentation. I think I made a quick mistake. It's multi-statements. Okay, no problem. Multi-statements. Let's run it again. Alright, all good. Hello. Got inserted. Multi-statements is on. Let's make sure the injection is working. Injection worked, everything got cleared out. Now let's implement our placeholder statements. And that should do it. If we run it again, with multi-statements on, of course. Hello. try Hola, and then let's try running our string injection code, and voila, it's not going to work. It simply got inserted as a record. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.